What's up guys, here's Twinny, I hope you're doing well. Today we're back in Forza Horizon 5. So this wonderful machine you can unlock by getting 20 points in your festival playlist for this week. It's a beautiful car, let's get into the modifications. So if you don't know what this is a 2022 Toyota GT86. Which is a beautiful way of telling you it's basically a Subaru BRZ in a one chassis. It sounds beautiful. Let's see how many engine swaps we do have. And there is a boatload of them, as you can see. Now, we are gonna play with the stock engine in the beginning of this video because I wanna see how much we can mess with it. So I'm gonna do a racing, just a normal track race after we modified wonderful things, slapping a turbo on it. Almost a very nice amount of horsepower, 320 horsepower. To me it's a nice amount. We'll get back to that beautiful rocket body kit. That thing is absolutely insane. Now, let's move over to the aero bits. See what aero bits we have. Stock Forza aero. I hate it, but you know, that's what you have. A beautiful rocket body wing. It's absolutely insane. As you can see there are some Toyota side skirts. I don't really like those, but hey, if you're up to it, you're up to it. As you can see there, I have ran through some modifications, you could say. Now, it is already on race tires. I've done some things behind the scenes. Now just slap a pair of rims on it and go and send it. Because this car is apparently supposed to be pretty good around the track. I've seen many other creators talk about this car and it's been good feedback, I guess. And we have some tire poke, but not too much, not too little. I'm a little impressed. So, 689 horsepower, 2,400 pounds if you round it down, or round it up, whichever way you want to do it. Anyway, let's save over and move to the racetrack. I believe it's gonna go good. And while our game is wonderfully loading right in front of us, please do consider to like, comment, share and subscribe, because it really helps me out. Thank you. So, here is some facts you probably didn't know about this car. This thing weighs just over 2,800 pounds, where its predecessor weighed just over 2,753 pounds. It has gained 23 horsepower and 28 foot-pounds of torque. Yeah, not really surprising or breaking speed record numbers. But according to Toyota, it will do 0 to 60 with a manual transmission 6.1 seconds. And then with an automatic, according, says 6.6 seconds. I get all my information from MotorTrend, website, articles, blah blah blah. So it comes standard with a pair of 17-inch rims, wrapped in some Michelin Prime Mercy HP tires. Now the premium model rolls on a set of 18-inch rims, having a beautiful set of tires, which is of course one of my favorite tires, the Michelin Pilot Sport 4s. It's a pretty good tire and it goes pretty well with the power level. So the braking system, they also revised a little bit in the premium models. It has a 11.6 inch front rotor and 11.4 inch rear rotor. Both are discs, of course, because it's a little bit of a sports car. And the price for one of these, if you live in the States of course, is around 30,000 for a standard. And of course, adding the premium model on top of it will likely cost around 5,000 above that. So you're looking about 30-35k if you want one of these, which I think is a very reasonable price. Back to our current race that we're in, that I am apparently very bad at. So I do apologize if you wanted to see some content that isn't, well, me absolutely getting annihilated by the AI. That is pretty fast. The AI is pretty fast in this game, especially if you leave it on unbeatable, for me anyway. So, this car is awesome, and I think there is some more modifications to be had, and we're gonna get into it really soon. Some of the other modifications we are gonna get into is of course going and swapping some engines and making it really wide. We'll get into that once we're at that point. Now the other portion of this video is of course gonna be drifting, because I can't get enough of any of that. We might in a future video come back to this car and see if we can make it even faster and go decent. You can of course go do all this yourself if you're into this type of stuff. That's really awesome. Now, the upgrades we're gonna get into now is gonna consist of the engine swap, of course, because engine swaps are awesome. We're gonna be running a 2JZ, because why not? I like them. The V8 is really cool, but I think that wonderful 2JZ is gonna make everything go even better. We are gonna use the Rocket Bunny kit. I told you we're gonna use it a bit later. Just those wheels look a little small in those wheel wells. I have to go see whether or not we're gonna fix it a bit later. Now we're gonna swap on some drift suspension, of course, and move over to the engine upgrades. So now we're gonna climb on the horsepower ladder, 919. Probably we're close to 1000 now. Just like that, over 1000 horsepower with 3.4. That's really good. 1270 horsepower. That's insane. We can increase the tire size. What? Madness. That actually looks really good. I won't lie, that looks actually pretty good. Now this car needs something. It needs something on the rear of it. I can see it. I am seeing a big spoiler. Not very big spoiler, but a decent sized one. Makes this thing look even better. Love it. Now, we're a little heavier at 2,986 pounds, but we're making 1,270 horsepower, so any amount of horsepower that can be lost with, of course, weight is made up by this thing's absolutely cool factor. Drift zone we're gonna go and do is gonna be pretty awesome. It's one I like doing quite often. It's this one right here. Yes, that one. So we're gonna quickly slide on over there and go do it. There's gonna be a lot of wheel spin and I'm here for it. It's horsepower. Love me some horsepower. Oh my goodness, listen to the sound of that crazy machine. Wow. Come on, just a little more. This thing drifts really easily. I might have found one of my new favorite drift cars. Heh. It's so smooth to every transition from a left to a right. Pretty easily transitioning the weight of this thing. Sometimes it can still get out of hand, but we're gonna break my personal best. We've broken the personal best. Ayo. That's legal. Slide over here. That was really awesome. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one.